When I was a boy of 8, I fell in love with aviation. I wanted to be a pilot. At age 9, I broke my arm. I wanted to be a doctor. How could I combine those two for good? After wonderful years at school and university training in Adelaide, I enlisted for the Air Force, aviation medicine, of course. Eventually, the Air Force took me to Darwin. And on Christmas Eve of 1974, Cyclone Tracy struck my town. 90% of the town was devastated. There was no running water, no power, no communication. People had died, we did not know how many, and we had to evacuate that town. And I found myself in charge of the supervision of Darwin's evacuation, despite having lost everything we owned. We saw things that young doctors had never seen: tetanus, snake bite, loss of eyes because of flying debris. We were without running water, without power. Diabetics were becoming unconscious. Epileptics were having convulsions because during that time their medicine was lost. It's not often that you see big, tough Aussie men run up and hug each other in the streets and say, "Thank God you're alive." And so it was a matter of walking around the debris-strewn streets, seeing if our friends were still there. Following my Air Force experience, my next venture was the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Much of our work with the RFDS was to serve Aboriginal communities, as its originator said, providing a mantle of safety over the inland. I grew to love the people of the outback. There were many amazing experiences in the Flying Doctor Service. We would use the station ute with a mattress in the back as an ambulance. And on one occasion I recall struggling in turbulence in a small aircraft delivering a baby. A real challenge, both for me, for the nurse on board, and might I add, for the young mother. The next highlight in my life, which continues to this day, which is to help in the care of our amazing Australian Paralympians. They don't see themselves as particularly special. They train every bit as hard as our able-bodied athletes. But sport for them is a bonus. To have a broken back or cerebral palsy or to be blind is their challenge. Sport is their bonus. The captain of our wheelchair rugby team said to me, "Doc, we're not really disabled, we're just differently abled." In my practice now, I care for many military, elite athletes, masters athletes, would-be active people. It's my burning desire that Australians will grasp the opportunity to regularly include daily activity in their lives for their life, because exercise is medicine.